for me. Okay, and say for example, I want to know that does it have some potential behind it for the future. As you can see, one of these ones, this is a honey DAO. This is, I don't know about the use case here, but I see the potential to give me something back, so the passive income. Okay, you know, I'll do a brief of this project. I'm not saying that, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, so this is just my own personal opinions. But I was looking at a few DAOs in my previous video, and make sure you watch that if you want to have a look at some that's on my radar. And with this one, as we can see, the backing price is $94 and the price is at 62. Okay, we don't know if this is a rug, we don't know if they're going to disappear, but I'll get to my strategy. If you do want to invest in something like this, just obviously you have to be careful. Okay, so me myself, looking into this with you, looked at this, seen this pop up, HunnyDAO. First thing I'll go and look for is their Twitter. Let's have a look at their Twitter. We've got 26, well, nearly 27,000 followers. So seems like a good community. We'll next go over to their Telegram, which has got just over 4,000 subscribers. So, that's good. They've been on Twitter for a while, which is also good to see. Okay, so what drew me to them, this one, is I looked at that. Okay, that ticked a good box. They've been on Twitter for a while. If they were gonna rug projects, they still wouldn't be present, or they could be continuing to pull projects. But most people who do that, they pull the project and they disappear. Okay, so we've gone to their link tree. There's loads on here, loads of links for you to have a look into. I picked up a few. So what I wanted to look at, they've got their DAO, but let's have a look at Honey Finance itself. Went over to their website. Their website is basically, it looks like a fork of Pancake Swap. If you've ever used Pancake Swap before, their website is it looks like it's a fork of that, or Pancake Bunny maybe more. But yeah, so you got good APYs here. There's some value locked in. So at the moment their TVL is 14 million. They've got some lottery and stuff here, so that's good to see. There's other side projects. So, and as you go further into them, we'll go back here. So they've got some NFT marketplace. They've got some games. So we'll click here, which will show us some games that you can play, which is connected to their network. So again, we've got some use case. Okay, so I'm interested. It ticks a few boxes on that side. So next we'll go into the Medium. Okay, so when I clicked into the Medium, the first thing I saw was incident report. All right, so if I go back, and I've seen 2 incident reports relating to their Pancake Honey, not the DAO itself, Pancake Honey. So that was one of their previous projects. It got hacked back here in June, and it got hacked, let's see, got hacked again in October. All right. So, I mean, they've been hacked twice. It does happen. It doesn't mean that it's a rug. It just means the team are learning with this, and there may be some errors in their contract. Okay, this is part of their roadmap, so we'll have a quick look at the roadmap. But even after they've been hacked twice, they've continued to continue their presence on all of their platforms. Okay, so that's interesting to see as well. So here you can, so you look at the Medium, you can have a read of the Medium as well. And they've been hacked twice. This is Honey Finance. So if we look at the Honey Finance price at the moment, it's at $3. So here, launch, hack, price went back down to about 35 cents, tried to rise again, got hacked, price has gone down. No, got hacked here, but we had a sharp drop here with the market anyway. Okay, so it's sitting here. So that's fair enough. So what we'll do, we'll go back to HoneyDAO. So if we go back to HoneyDAO here, we go into their documentation. It gives you, I'll leave a link in the description below, but it gives you a look at all their documents and you can have a read of the DAO itself. I'm not going to go into what is a DAO and why their APYs are crazy. I've done that in a previous video and I'll leave the link for you to have a read yourself, of course. So yeah, so we've had a look at their Gitbook. It's okay. Looks like pretty much a kind of a copy and paste of OHM, which some of these forks are. All right, so that's fair enough. So we'll go here, we'll have a look, we'll click on there. As you can see, you got the documentations and the calculator and the chart, but let's have a look at this contract. Okay, so the HunnyLove token, which is this one, is 325 holders. So HoneyDAO itself, the TVL is just 7.6 million. Okay, so let's just make sure we got that correct. Just bear with me. Let's take this token, right? Make sure I got the right token for you. So right, HunnyLove token, 324 addresses at the moment. You've got how many transactions. Here we can see the holders. So what you want to check is the holders. These are the contract addresses and the ones providing liquidity, which is fair enough. And here is the holders. So the biggest holder here has got 46 love tokens. Okay, so that's not high and the percentage is not high. What you want to look out for here is if, say, this wallet was holding 75% of the supply, that would put me off straight away, because that means that one person, could be a member of the team or the founder, is holding 75%. So all they've got to do is dump that 75% and they'll crash the price, crash your investment, and possibly disappear. So here we can't see that, so it ticks another box. So with this now, everything looks good, it looks okay, but I'm always cautious with everything in crypto. So the APY is crazy, as you can see. The price itself is good. So if we use our method, of finding out if this is over or undervalued, what I'll do is, so this is backed by 94. So we want to see a figure here between above 0.40, but at 0.40 to 0.50, and that's what I look for, the parameter. But anything above 0.40 is a good entry for us. Okay, it means that the token is not overvalued. If it's under 0.40, it's quite heavily undervalued, and I'd probably wait for a better entry. Okay, so this is 94.67. Let's divide that by the token price itself, and we're up. Okay, so it's good. We're way it's a good buy because the token price is under the backed price. Okay, and what that backing price means is the intrinsic value of the token itself is $94, and this is underneath. I do want to do some more research in this, because I don't know if it means that if you sell, does it mean if you sell your love token that you're going to get back this price or this price? But I reckon it's going to be this price, but I just want to know a bit more about this. But anyway, so good entry. It's we'll get it for a good value. So with something like this, if you are cautious, I always suggest, this is new. Yes, the team has been around for quite a bit of time, since earlier on this year. A couple of their other projects, two of their other projects been hacked twice. Okay, so do we have any security issues with this contract is what you want to ask yourself. So with that question, what I would do, yeah, for $62, and this is being super cautious, I'd buy half of one for $31. Yeah, what I'll then do is buy half of one for $32, because the APY is absolutely crazy. This is on the Binance smart chain, I believe, I'm sure. And I'd buy one. Okay, so what they're saying to me is, if I buy one of these and leave it in for love rewards estimated potential, so according to their calculator, right, because of the APY, after 1 day, my potential return of my initial investment is 0.51 love. Okay, which is a potential return of 321.51 after a day. I don't know if that's correct, but the APY is crazy. But yeah, after 3 days, you leave it in for 10 days, is 400. But what my point here is with something like this, I'd probably go under what the value is. I'd go half of what that value is. Put in $31, leave it in there. If I lose $31, it's not the end of the world. And once I've made my $31 back in, okay, I will then take out my initial investment. You could put in 100 or whatever, but let's go under. Take out my $31 and leave in the profit, and just let the profit ride. Okay, once you've accumulated, say you put in the other $31 and just leave it, well, according to this, it says if you leave it for another 20 days, okay, you'll make $629. Right, so what we'll do, let's cut that down. Let's go to 10 days, a week. So what we'll do, we'll put in a $31 in again, which is our profit. According to the calculator, that's 397 we'll get back. Then I would possibly take out, some profit to put somewhere else. So if we take out maybe $200, leaving $197, all right. So if that's what, maybe 2, 3 at that price, say about roughly about 3, leave that in for another week. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing here is I don't want to leave too much on the table just in case they disappear, right? Because we don't know if they're going to get hacked or whatever. So we'll leave it in a couple of days, make our money, come out. So with this one, you'll put back in, leaving your $197. If according to the calculator, that $197 will make you, or $186, that's roughly, leave that in for a week. That next week will make us 2,300. Again, I'd probably pull out the 2,000, leaving the 385, and you can see the pattern here. Okay, so that's all I wanted to do, guys. Is just show you this as an example of a potential project to get into, but also my methods for quick methods. Just run over quickly my quick methods for evaluating the project and see if it's worth getting into or not. Obviously, it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but hopefully you liked the video. And if you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and any questions, hit those comments below. Thank you.